This is Tim Pool, and I will say, at least in this tweet, he did not say prepare for a race war or a civil war undergirded by race. He said, he tweeted this out. The American people are in desperate struggle to regain control of their country from despots and warmongers.
Right.
Yep. They protect pedophiles like Epstein. That is the despots and warmongers.
Who, Alan Dershowitz?
They send your money to corrupt countries. This November is your chance to save this country and seize back control. Now, he's being a little fence city, which is very typical of Tim as to who that is. But if November is your chance to save this country and seize back control, it suggests that somebody has control now that is doing all these things like protecting pedophiles like Epstein. Mm-hmm. And the only person who is still in a position to seize back control would be via Donald Trump. Now, here's the funny thing about protecting pedophiles like Epstein.
Or actually, literally Epstein.
Exactly. Literally Epstein.
Pedophiles like Epstein, but perhaps literally in one particular instance.
Now, I know you're going to say there's a lot of footage of Donald Trump with Epstein, and obviously they're palling around. But this is sort of interesting because the person who was considered to have protected Epstein was a prosecutor who made a ridiculously sweetheart deal with Epstein when he was convicted or was going to be charged down in Florida for child trafficking, and in such a way that it didn't really even make any news. It was sort of like just swept under the rug. The person who did that, what was his last name? It was
A something.
Acosta. Acosta. Now, that name may sound familiar because he was also Donald Trump's labor secretary. In fact, here is a headline from July 9th, 2019. Trump defends labor secretary Acosta over Epstein plea deal. Maybe Tim Pool's not aware of this, or maybe he just thinks that his audience are idiots.
Yeah, that's a plea deal where Acosta was told by some higher ups and maybe the FBI, like, steer clear of this, it's intelligence.
Yes.
Something to note. But you also were way too quick to say that that Tim didn't tweet anything about a war. He just tweeted war, period. Like,
is that what he just wrote?
He tweeted that probably 10 minutes before that, war, period.
Oh, my God. So sad.
War. What is it good for? Views on Tim Pool videos.
And here's one more. That's the old one. There's one more that Tim put out there. Matt doubled up on it. I mean, it's so stupid. You could play it twice.
He tweeted that this was the war one, I think.
I don't have
You don't have that one? Okay, gotcha. Well, this is stupid too.
Here is
more from his timeline.
Tim Pool. I mean, I wonder if this isn't a picture that Tim Pool has on his ceiling. Like sort of like when I was a kid, I had a poster, that Farrah Fawcett poster on the wall or the ceiling, and this feels like something that Tim might have on his ceiling.
He's retweeting Trump 2024 now. That's pretty explicit.
Truckers should boycott New York, he said. I wonder, if they're getting traction on that. The first outlaw president.
I wonder if Tim Pool could motivate a trucker to do anything.
Hashtag free Donald Trump. Whoa.
Speaking of also ridiculous tweets, I mean, the right thinks they're going to make a lot of hay on this. Mm-hmm. And there is no doubt in my mind that for Trump supporters, this is going to motivate them to vote. Like the hardcore Trump supporters are going to be very motivated to vote. But here's the thing. They were already highly motivated to vote. That was almost their, it's almost definitional. Here is Matt Walsh tweeting out again now because he's basically played out his transphobia stuff, desperately thrashing around for something to hang on to. Here is Matt Walsh tweeting out, Donald Trump should make and publish a list of 10 high-ranking Democrat criminals who he will have arrested when he takes office. First on the list should be Joe Biden. Second should be Joe Biden's crackhead son. Now, Matt Walsh is an idiot. I will grant you that. But he also must think that his audience are idiots. This was tweeted out on May 30th, 2024. That was Thursday. Let me tell you what's going to be happening on the following Monday that apparently Matt Walsh, who thinks it's so important that Joe Biden's crackhead son go put on trial.
Yeah, I'd say Blinken next.
Yeah, exactly. So important that he was unaware that, in fact, pop this up, Hunter Biden is going to be put on trial starting Monday.
For felony gun charge.
4 days after Matt Walsh tweets out, Donald Trump should put Hunter Biden second on a list to go to trial. I mean, so stupid.
And this is also a charge that is not typically brought. The reason that it even is being brought is in the same reason Trump is now in a bunch of legal quagmires. Hunter Biden is in this because when you are in the political spotlight, things come up that you don't necessarily want out there. It's not that they're coming after him as a part of a witch hunt. It's the fact that that's the nature of being in the area of public service. And Hunter Biden is not even there. He's just the son of the guy.
Yep.
And, you know, Matt Walsh is not somebody who is that committed to the facts or doesn't really care and has that kind of cynicism for his audience, because I am old enough to remember when he was on the Joe Rogan Experience and he said that millions of kids were taking puberty blockers, and he was live fact checked by Joe Rogan of all people, where they said it was actually 4,000. So he was off by the hundreds of thousands. The guy that had just, hitched his wagon to transphobia and spent the better part of that year.
He was an expert on this.
Working on a documentary.
And that 4,000, incidentally, was over the course of like several years.
Yeah, exactly. So not much commitment to the facts there from Matt Walsh.
So lazy. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I wonder how much their numbers are down because of Candace Owens leaving their network. And if they're not, like, all just sort of like mailing it in right now. Guys, this is just vacation time. We're just going to take vacation time and not worry about this stuff. Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.